Hello children, in this video you will learn how to insert text and picture in the placeholder, applying slide transition and animation, and different ways to run the slideshow. So let us begin. Open PowerPoint window. I just want to start with the blank presentation. So now you can see the slide here. So before working with the presentation or a project, you need to understand the layout of the slide. So it depends upon the layout actually what you are creating. So right now this is a title layout. So if you want to change the layout, so you can see that here in this layout I have two placeholder that are used to insert text and picture. This is placeholder 1, this is placeholder 2. Now suppose if you want to change the layout, under the home tab in the slide group, you can see a layout button at the top. Just click on this drop down arrow of the layout button. You will see 9 different layouts here. So accordingly, you can choose the layout. So for a moment, let me use only the title on the layout. So here I'll get only one placeholder. Just click inside the placeholder and type the text that you want to type. So as you all know that this is the month of Christmas, so let me create a simple presentation on Christmas. So let me type, suppose say, wishing you a Merry Christmas. Now I just want to format this text. So if you want to format the text, you can select the text. After selecting the text, you can see at home tab under the font group, you'll see different font options. So accordingly, you can put your formatting. So this is the font color option. You can use the color of your own. You can increase or decrease the size of the text. Just click on the font option here and choose your own handwriting style. If you want to make it bold, click on bold, italic, underline. All the options are present here. Now if you want to place it in the center, click on this center alignment, so it will appear in the center. Now I want to insert the picture. So if you want to insert a picture or a clip art, click on insert tab just after the home tab. So click on the insert tab here and let me click on the drop down arrow of the picture. As I have some of the pictures inside my device, so I will select this device. So let me just see where the pictures are. So there are some of the pictures on Christmas. You can simply click on the picture. You can see the insert button here. So after selecting the picture, click on insert button. So you can see the picture here. And just place the mouse button and drag the pictures in different location wherever you want. Using the fill handles, you can increase or decrease the size of the picture. And using the fill handle rotation option here, you can rotate the picture in different direction. So in this way you can insert many pictures as you want. Next is, suppose say if you want to insert the new slide, just under the home tab you can see the new slide option here. Click on the drop down arrow of the new slide and again you can choose the layout that you want to enter. So choose one of the layout, and if you want to enter the text, just click on the placeholder and type the text as you want. Now next is changing the background of the slide, or what we call theme. So if you want to change the background, click on design tab here. Once you click on the design tab, you can see different themes under the theme group. So if I click on this drop down arrow, you can see lots of themes are there. So accordingly, whichever theme you just want to use, you can click on that particular theme. You can see the background of your slide will get changed. Now I have already created one presentation on Christmas, so let me work on that presentation. So let me close this presentation and open the one that I have already created. So I have created one presentation on Christmas where I have used 4 different slides. So in this slide, I will show you how to work with slide transition and slide animation. Now, first, let us start with slide transition. Now, slide transition is the movement that you see when we change from one slide to another slide, or what we can say is the movement that appears when we move from one slide to another slide is known as slide transition. And what is slide animation? So animations are special effects that we can add to the text or object or picture inside the slide. So slide transition and slide animations are two different things. So let me start from here. Now go to the transition tab here. So you can see different transitions here, just like fade, push up. See here, these are some of the transitions that you can use. Now let me go to the next slide and give one transition effects in this way. Let me go to another slide, give another transition. So you will get lots of transition effects from here. So accordingly, you can use those transitions from the drop down arrow. Now next is animation. So how to work with the animation? So let me start with the first slide. Let me select the text first. Now after selecting the text, go to the animation tab that is next to the transition. Now on the animation tabs, you'll get different animations option here, like say entrance, emphasis, exit, motion path. So these are the 4 animation effects, and under this group you will get different animations that you can use for a slide. So let me go back. Now suppose say whatever you want to use, you can just simply select it from here and use it. See here in this way. So next is, let me click on this slide. I just want to use float in. Now I'll go to the next slide. So the next object, click on this. I just want to move it like a wheel. Now let me select these objects, and from this option, let me use, suppose say, shape. So it will appear like this. Now let me move to the next slide. So let me select this one and let me click on the appear. So you can select the whole slides in this way and use the different animation effects that you want. Now go to the next slide, and finally this is the end button. Now just select the slide and say use split. So I have already used some of the animation effects here. You can see the number here, this 1 2 3 4. This is the sequence that the animation will run when we play it in the slideshow. Now final step is to run a slideshow. That is, I want to show it in the big screen. So there are different ways to run the slideshow. Let me click on the slideshow option. You can start the slideshow from beginning, from the current slides, and you can also click on the animation slideshow button here. So there are different ways that you can use it, or the shortcut key from the keyboard, you can use F5 key from the keyboard to run the slideshow. So let me start from beginning. Now you can see these are some of the effects that I have inserted inside the slide. So we call this as a animation effects and the slide transition that can be applied to the slide. So I hope you have understood it. This is all in today's video. So open PowerPoint and do practice it at home. Thank you, children.